Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the exciting fights today that I'm getting pumped for. One of my boys from the B team going against another pilot from Snuffed, Snorbett himself. Uh, Squishy. Most people know about Squishy, YouTuber extraordinaire, solo PvPer, one of the Heck 8 warriors himself. Snorbett, longtime competitor, somebody who we've seen perform before, so we know he's capable. So, who's your money on for this match?
I'm going with Snorbett. I want Snorbett to win this one. Honestly, I know the Mauler has the skin, but it's squishy. He whopped in at 30. He doesn't want to brawl. He's probably some sort of a small ball fit, some kiting, risk averse, lame stuff, as he likes to call.
Yeah. All right.
But he does have beam lasers fitted, so he's probably a kite fit. But the Vexer does have railguns fitted, so we might see two kiters going head to head in this one.
Yeah, definitely a potentiality for that.
Where's your money? On your boy Squishy.
I gotta give it to Squishy, dude. Always gotta root for the B team members. All right, the competitors are ready. We're gonna start this countdown.
This time, say go as well.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. I believe the duel's gone out. The gentlemen are ready to
Yep.
go. Snorbett already taking shield damage, but he's a Vector, so he should be fine unless we're seeing another weird XL and self-fit.
Yeah, the Vex is burning in range. The Mauler is not propping. He's moving away, but he doesn't seem to have a prop mod fitted.
There's the armor rep from Snorbett, so we can kind of expect him to hopefully get on top of Squishy with some
Oh, he
webs.
needs to get
Throw
on
him
top of
down.
him. Well,
Yep.
Squishy's using Aurora at this point. No, not anymore. He's using Standard. He's kiting away. He does seem to have a... Is that a tracking computer effect? I think he does have a tracking computer on his Mauler. And no prop, apparently. Well, the Vexer is almost in range now. Vexer
There
dropping drones.
there are berserkers out
Let's...
right now.
Yep. Let's see how well the Vexer can mitigate Mauler's DPS. Because if he manages to do that, his drones are going to outdamage the Mauler. But he does seem to be not moving very fast. Like, I cannot see a web effect though.
It does look
The
like Squishy is going after his drones a little bit as he has to pull the berserkers back in. Meanwhile, it does look as if no, he just redeployed drones, so I guess he's gonna go trying to do some drone management tricks on him. So Snorbett, if he's Ansel Fit's gonna end up running into problems here pretty soon if he doesn't do this
I
the
do
right
not
way.
understand why the Vexer is not moving fast. Now he's speeding up finally. He needs to get on top of that Mauler, which
Yeah.
he did now. And if he manages to get into a close orbit, then his drones are going to work through the Mauler eventually.
Mm-hmm. Even if it is that plate fit. We're gonna find out though if he is
Yeah.
armor rep fit with a plate, which is something we've seen here in EFCS before, in order to just sort of slow down how quickly people take out your armor. The Vexer is repping pretty effectively at this moment, though, in order to stay
Yep.
ahead of the
The
DPS curve.
the Mauler does have a single web on him right now. The Vexer is not tackled at all. The Mauler might not have any tackle fitted on him
Yeah.
actually, which is
So
pretty weird.
So Squishy going into about half armor right now. Meanwhile, Snorbett drifting sort of into the 50% armor range, a little less than before he's repping back up in order to try and
Yeah.
stay
I
ahead of.
think the Vexer has it at this point. He managed to get under the Mauler's guns, and no matter how many tracking computers the Mauler has, he's not going to be able to apply to the Vexer anymore.
He does need to kill the Mauler though, but before the 4 minute or before the 0 second mark. Um,
Not really. The Mauler does not have a prop, and the Vexer does have an
mhm,
MWD, and the Vexer's not tackled. So all the
that is
Vexer has
true.
to do, 20 seconds before countdown, just yeet
Burn
towards
in
the
towards.
Onosis, and
Mhm.
well,
Um,
that's 5,000 IQ.
5,000 IQ. So the real maybe it's hull tanks too. But once again, as far as we're aware, he doesn't have a prop fit, so his ability to kill Snorbett with no prop is might be higher, or his survivability. Normally people make trades for one of these things. But it seems like the DPS sort of stops for a bit, and I'm assuming that's because
Mm,
Squishy starts to take the time to sort of
I'm
defang
not
him.
sure what is happening. The Vexor's pulling away from the Mauler, which is
Uh-huh. I think
not a
Squishy
good
is
call.
just defanging right now, almost killing a Berserker. I think that's mostly what he's been working on. Um, like right now, there is a Berserker that just went down, so he is actually
Oh,
killing a lot of the Vexor's DPS. Um, oh,
yeah.
that's a big hull hit though, and the Vexor's still repping, staying strong. It's gonna
I, th-
turn into
I
Squishy's
think the
actually burning
Mauler
back
is.
towards the center and getting range on him, but it doesn't really matter if he gets killed by the drones right here.
It's F in the chat, mate.
Going down into
GF.
very low structure. Here goes Squishy getting knocked out in the first round of the tournament. Snorbett taking away the victory.
Man, what was that Mauler fit?
Mm-hmm. I'm
You
curious to find out too.
honestly, had he fitted a single web, he would have killed the Vexor no problem.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to do his best to defang. Sadly, I don't think he really got it. But
No, it's not very possible. If the Vexor's drones are orbiting your Mauler and you have no web, you will not track them with your beams.
I don't
You
think
only
that.
have your three drones. You only have your three light drones to defang with. And if the Vexor's smart, he's gonna kill those three light
Mhm.
drones very quickly.
Also, EM Therm into a T1 armor tank is definitely not the best damage to shoot into him. Um,
Yeah.
depending on what he went in for. That being said, ladies and
It was a good
gentlemen,
fight. It
it was
was
a
an
good
amazing
fight.
fight.
Well done to both of the contestants. We'll be back for the next fight shortly, guys. Sit back, relax. Let's get ready to rock and roll.